The first session was held in Philadelphia in USA between 17th and 19th May, and the second session was held in New York 2010. I also should say that they held in New York this session after having failed to have this meeting in one of other European countries which the Tamil diaspora is significant. In broadly, their aims and activities are as indicated on the screen. Generally, the educated Tamil people support TGT, maintain offices in 12 countries, attempt to establish official links with foreign governments, and to have access to the Tamils in Sri Lanka, planning to open a permanent secretariat in New York, closely work with GTF and the British Tamil Forum. Its distance itself from Nediyavan faction. The latest development of this process, of the TGT process, is that 1/3 of the elected members of TGTE who are loyal to Nediyavan faction have revolted against the policies of the Rudrakumaran and wanted to remain as an independent group. It would be interesting to see how Rudrakumaran will proceed with the TGTE when 1/3 of his own elected members oppose him. Actually, when he started, he decided, he rejected the Prabhakaran ideology to a certain extent, and he said he will follow the democratic path. But having seen during the last 1 year, it is very clear that he succumbed to the pressure of Nediyavan. Now he too following the same path and ideology what the Prabhakaran was taught them. The Nediyavan faction. Let's see who Nediyavan is. He joined LTT fighting group in 1993, enlisted the LTT, and participated in few military attacks. In 1996, he was sent to Russia by the LTT leadership for higher studies. He couldn't complete his studies and returned to Sri Lanka and worked with the LTT leadership in MO division. That's the division where all military strategies are planned within LTT organization. He was appointed as the second in command in 2003 to the Castro. He handled the Tamil diaspora matters based from Vani, and he is responsible for illegally imprisoning some Tamil diaspora members who opposed LTT when they visited Vani, and also maintain a database for diaspora financing. He participated in peace talks between 2002 to 2003 period, and he was sent to Norway in 2005 to coordinate fundraising activities in Europe. He was appointed as the head of LTT branch in Tamil Coordinating Committee in Norway since 2006. The aim is same as the TGTE. He also wanted to be the sole representative of Tamil, he and his organization, and to establish a separate state in North and East Sri Lanka. Inaugurated in June 2009, he also had elections in 10 countries in support of separatism or Ilam cause. He coordinates all activities based from Norway. He controls most of the LTT front organization in Europe, majority of the LTT assets, majority of the former LTT media that include Tamilnet, Tamil24, TV1 and Voice of Tiger. Closely work with GTF and the BTF and other LTT combatants and intelligence groups. He is in the process of revamping the LTT overseas network, and he controls majority of the Tamil schools in Europe. This is something little dangerous, because this is the third generation of Tamils, and there are about 350 Tamil schools across the Europe, and they identified different names, Tamil Chole, some called Tamil Alagam. And there are about 22,000 students are studying in these schools. And these schools are being used to inculcate Tamil national sentiments and hatred toward the Sinhalese in the minds of third generation of Tamils. All these function as a non-profit organization, and they receive funds from local governing bodies on respective countries, and they charge 15 to 20 euros from each student. And head of certain schools and the head of LTT front organization are one and the same in most schools. So that shows how head of TRO or head of TCC is also the head of Tamil Chole school. And these children are also forced to participate in protest campaigns, and whenever the LTT organize any propaganda event, they organize buses and take these children to the event. I'm not going to talk about the Nedivans overt network. Let me talk about the LTT Nedivans covert network. So you can see the three key individuals who are supporting Nedivan is Jayachandran. He is the editor of Tamilnet. Father Emmanuel, a long time supporter of LTT movement, which I'll be describing subsequently. And the Jayananda Murthy, the former TNA MP, now living in UK. And former LTT officers like TCC, CCTF, TRO, ITRO, most of these organizations are being used by Nedivan to coordinate its intelligence and other activities. It also identified as coordinating cell. Then it has a finance wing, a media, and intelligent wing. Intelligent wing does not directly liaise with Nedivan, but it operates independently. As far as all 5 groups are concerned, the most extremist group is the GTF. Why I say that? The first photograph we have recovered recently from Wani, you can see the Father Emmanuel sitting with Castro, the person who is responsible for procurement and international network for 10 years. This was taken out in a LTT hideout in Wani. And the same Father Emmanuel now is addressing at the Anton Balasinger Memorial event in Germany and behind a LTT flag. And you can see in 2009 he addressed the Heroes Day event. So I don't need to elaborate more about his background. The maintained close links with the LTT hierarchy since 90s. He's an extremist and strong spiritual leader who motivated educated Tamils on liberation path. Appeared in a number of Heroes Day events in Europe. Some of his quotes. Following caption was taken from a book published by LTT to mark the 50th birthday of LTT leader in 2004. I quote, "The liberation that he leads and the leadership that he wields are unique in many ways and write new chapters in the history of liberation and leadership in the world." This was written by the Father Emmanuel to mark the 50th birthday of LTT leader Prabhakaran. He has a wide access to the diaspora. There are about more than 12 organizations under him, and some of these organizations co-manned by Nedivan. And also if you see his background, the British Tamil Forum, the British Tamil Conservatives, TGTE, Nedivan, he coordinates all these groups. And he has a wide access to the diaspora. The aims is same as TGTE and Nedivan faction. Inaugurated in 24th February 2010 in UK, and it was attended by the Foreign Secretary, David Miliband at that time. And as I told you earlier, the BTF is a live wire of the GTF, maintained close links with Nedivan faction. Secretariat in London headed by John Ryan, former Labour MP with permanent staff. It's very surprising to see the BTF secretariat is headed by a former Labour MP. And it's closely worked with both Labour and Conservative parties. Some British politicians lobby for them in UK, USA and other countries. And these politicians also play a facilitating role in organizing various dialogue with government ministers, legislative, administrative officers, both in UK and outside. He also travels the world using his cassock and status as a Catholic priest to convince the world that the liberator of the Tamil people is equal to liberator of savior. This is the other key, the front organization. This was established in 2006 with the prime aim of mustering the support of the Tamil community and local politicians for the Elam course, and is closely worked with the BTF and other key front organizations in UK on a common agenda. Suren Surendran is the spokesperson for the British Tamil Forum, is also the spokesperson for the Father Emmanuel GTF. So this clearly shows how they interconnected. And these are the organizations which are responsible for organizing mass propaganda campaigns, fundraising events, all other LTT related events in UK since 2006. Earlier it was done by the BTA. And it maintained close links with local politicians both from Conservatives and Labour parties in order to influence the political thinking of the British government. If I put all these things, because you may have confused because of BTF, I talk about GTF, and so many organizations. So I'll try to summarize how they make a lobby group in UK in pursuance of its aim. So GTF it's the leading front organization of LTT. It closely works with the British Tamil Forum, and in turn British Tamil Forum closely works with the BTC. Now BT is an organization which created, its name is British Tamil Conservatives. It is created to lobby the conservative votes. Then the TLP is the Tamil for Labour Party. So in turn, BTF, BTC, TLP lobby